Things Fall Apart, by Chinua Achebe, first published in 1958, is a seminal work of African literature. It tells the story of Okonkwo, a respected leader in the Umuofia clan of the Igbo people, and the disruption of traditional life due to European colonization and Christian missionaries. Set in the late 19th century, in what is now Nigeria, the novel portrays the complexities of African life before and during the early stages of European influence. Now, let's retell the story of Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Part 1. Okonkwo's Rise and Fall. Okonkwo is introduced as a strong, proud, and successful man in Umuofia. He is known for his physical prowess and wealth, measured in yams and wives. His father, Unoka, was lazy and irresponsible, leaving Okonkwo with a deep fear of failure and weakness. Okonkwo overcompensates by being harsh, aggressive, and unwilling to show emotion. Through hard work and determination, he rises to prominence, becoming one of the most respected men in the clan. Okonkwo's family includes 3 wives and several children. His eldest son, Umuofia, is a source of disappointment, as Okonkwo believes him to be weak and effeminate. Okonkwo's favorite child is his daughter, Azinma, whom he wishes were a boy, because of her strong spirit. The turning point in Okonkwo's life comes when Umuofia demands retribution from a neighboring village, Mbino, for the murder of an Umuofia woman. As compensation, Mbino sends a virgin and a 15-year-old boy, Ikamefuna, to Umuofia. Ikamefuna is placed in Okonkwo's household, where he forms a close bond with Umuofia and becomes like a son to Okonkwo. 3 years later, a great swarm of locusts came to the Umuofia clan's land. They are collected and cooked, but they are forecasted to return every year, for 7 years, before disappearing for a generation. A village elder, Ogburfi Ezudu, tells Okonkwo that the oracle foretold that Ikamefuna has to be killed as part of the settlement. Although Okonkwo is advised not to participate, he delivers the fatal blow, fearing that showing weakness will damage his reputation. This act of killing Ikamefuna deeply disturbs Okonkwo and begins a slow, internal unraveling of his character. Part 2. Exile. During the clan's harvest festival, Okonkwo accidentally kills a clansman, which is considered a crime against the earth goddess. As punishment, he and his family are exiled for 7 years to his mother's village, Mbanta. Okonkwo views this as a devastating blow to his ambition to rise to greater heights in Umuofia. In Mbanta, Okonkwo receives a warm welcome from his mother's relatives. But he is consumed by frustration and bitterness. During his exile, European missionaries begin arriving in the region. They established churches and schools, gradually converting many people to Christianity, including Okonkwo's son, Umuofia. This betrayal shatters Okonkwo, who sees Umuofia's conversion as the ultimate failure in his life. Part 3. Return and the End of Umuofia. After 7 years, Okonkwo returns to Umuofia, hoping to restore his status. However, much has changed. The influence of the white missionaries and the colonial government has grown stronger. Many villagers, including prominent men, have converted to Christianity. The new religion and government undermine the clan's traditional structures, including its justice system and spiritual beliefs. Okonkwo is deeply disturbed by these changes, especially when a Christian convert unmasks an egwugwu, a masked ancestral spirit, an act considered blasphemous. In retaliation, the Christian church was burned down. The colonial authorities responded by imprisoning the leaders of Umuofia, including Okonkwo, humiliating him, and demanding a heavy fine. When the villagers gather to discuss how to respond, Okonkwo, feeling that the only way to preserve their way of life is through armed resistance, kills a colonial messenger who tries to stop the meeting. However, the villagers do not support him. Realizing that his people will not fight back, Okonkwo feels utterly defeated. In the final moments of the novel, Okonkwo hangs himself, unable to live with the loss of his culture and honor. His suicide is considered an abomination by the Igbo, and according to their customs, his body must be buried by strangers. The novel ends with a British district commissioner reflecting on Okonkwo's death and deciding to include it as a mere footnote in a book he plans to write about the pacification of the African tribes. End of the story. Things Fall Apart is a powerful reflection on the disintegration of traditional African society under the pressures of colonialism. Through the tragic story of Okonkwo, Achebe examines themes of identity, change, and the devastating clash between cultures. Okonkwo's fall symbolizes the broader collapse of the Igbo people's way of life, and the novel forces readers to confront the human cost of colonialism. The novel remains a cornerstone of African literature and a profound exploration of the impact of European imperialism on indigenous cultures. Thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the story, Things Fall Apart, by Chinua Achebe. So, stay tuned to our channel for more interesting stories like this. Do not forget to like, share, and comment on the video. Also, those who have not subscribed yet, please click the video's subscribe button. Visit our channel www.youtube.com/@weaversnest. For more information, visit the website www.weaversnest.org.